update. We've got the Forbury Park Bowling Club here today, taking on Outram Bowling Club. Beautiful Saturday morning here, slightly overcast, but definitely quite mild, so it is nice conditions here. Having a look at the green earlier, it's in beautiful condition. They do a great job looking after it down here. The Forbury Park Bowling Club on Victoria Road. So no excuses there, and as we watch O'Gorman get us underway at the first bowl of the third end, sorry. And we're underway, and it's again a fair bit of speed. We're looking for contact. That we get. So we'll chalk it up down there, and it's a great start by O'Gorman from the Forbury Park Bowling Club. And now we have Sue Smeaton from the Outram Bowling Club, bowling for 14 years. This is her second season at Outram after spending her first 12 years at the Tyree Bowling Club. She's coming in on the backhand side. The jack is placed quite deep, so a bit of extra speed required, and this one's just going to pull up short on the left hand side there, but it's a good opening bowl. She won't be too upset with that. As we now go back to O'Gorman with her second bowl, third end. And this one's travelling with a fair bit of speed early on, and it's starting to break now, and that'll take a bit of speed off it. Will it be enough to stop it for the ditch? No, we just watched that one trickle on into the ditch, so it's a tough position after O'Gorman made contact with the jack in her first bowl. The jack is placed rather deep here, and with these greens playing rather quick, it is hard to slow the bowl down when you're getting down that far. So as we watch now, Smeaton's second bowl, it looks nice. Bit of speed and breaking left to right, using the backhand side for this end, and that's a beautiful bowl. And that's just come up just short of where the jack lies, and I'd currently say Smeaton holds one at the halfway stage of the third end. And O'Gorman, again, looking for that backhand side. Good speed early, and as she started it quite wide out left, so she'll be hoping the ball works its magic as it starts to break, and that it does. It's got to hold up, and that's a lovely, lovely bowl. So, fantastic work there. I'm thinking he's just having a look. We've got the marker down there, just the one down, he confirms. So, with Smeaton with 2 bowls left in this third end, she's got plenty of work to do, and I'm sure she'll be not panicking just yet. As again, looks for the backhand side, and I like the weight of this one, and it's starting to break, and it's going to have to keep going, make contact here, and it'll be alright. That it does. It's probably a bit unfortunate that it has made contact, because it was looking rather nice, and as it stands, O'Gorman will still hold one. And now O'Gorman with her final bowl of the third end, currently holding one. Starts it out to the left again on that backhand side, looking for break. Wants to avoid contact here, and while in actual fact that contact's done her a big favour, that's lodged itself. Just a quick question from Smeaton. Yep, just finding out. So probably about half a metre gone by that one by O'Gorman, so in a pretty good position there, currently holding 2. Third end as Smeaton bowls. She looks a little bit upset early on, just wanted that one just a little bit more to the right, and as we watch it slowly break, it might not come round enough, and unfortunately that one's going to find itself in the ditch, and it's going to be O'Gorman who now, after losing the first end, has won back-to-back ends and has taken a 3-1 lead early on after 3 ends. So now we're just going to do a quick measure, just double checking that there's not a third point in it. I don't think there will be, but it is best to just double check, and as we do look, yep, we can confirm That just the 2 points for O'Gorman there, Jill O'Gorman from the Forbury Park Bowling Club. O'Gorman now throws down the jack to get us underway for the fourth end. So just to remind you out there, we are watching the women's singles today down here at Forbury Park Bowling Club. We've got Outram, who have travelled in to take on the home side of Forbury Park, and after 3 ends we see Jill O'Gorman from Forbury Park leading 3 points to 1 over Sue Smeaton from Outram. Both bowlers have started in positive fashion though, and you can already get the feeling that this one's going to go right down to the wire as O'Gorman throws down her first bowl of the fourth end, and it's on the forehand side, starting to break with a bit of speed, but that will pull up before the ditch. We've seen early on today a few balls have travelled into the ditch. It's a beautiful green down here, so it is travelling nice and fast, and with these mild conditions, it's just helping that bowl get a little bit more momentum as we go down. Now we turn our attention to Smeaton, who now from right to left, and this looks like a great bowl. She'll be really happy with this one to get us underway for the fourth end that she is. So that's puts her in a dominant position early on. That one's just lodged itself in front of the jack. It'll make it difficult for O'Gorman to strike here. But she's a classy bowler with over 20 years experience for the Forbury Park Bowling Club, so she knows these greens pretty well, so she won't be too stressed at the moment. But this one here just a bit out to the right, and that one will find itself into the ditch there, so unfortunate bowl there for the second, her second bowl. Now it's Smeaton from Outram, who's got a real chance to capitalise on a great start here at the fourth end. So we're just watching now as this one's starting to break. And that's another lovely bowl. Smeaton really starting to find her rhythm here, and it's 2 bowls probably either side of the jack. It's really put herself in a dominant position there, so O'Gorman just asking how much room she has. That news has been passed on to her, so she now goes again on that forehand side. And it's not too bad. She seems alright with it. It's starting to break. Again, just these fast greens out here at Forbury Park, and that one just trickles on by. As now Smeaton, her third bowl. And we're just having a look here. It's looking pretty promising, and that is a beautiful, beautiful bowl. So this is a big end here from Smeaton. She's on fire, forehand side, and she's just bringing those bowls in right to left really nicely. So she'll be very happy with how things are looking here. As we now look ahead for O'Gorman's last bowl of the end. Now this one's right to left. She hasn't panicked, and she's going to go for placement over power, and that is really nice. That's very unfortunate though. It just squeezed it on through without making contact with the 3 Outram balls that already lie there, and at this stage Smeaton holding 3, a real chance to take 4 here, which would be a huge play. She's not too worried about this one, but again, it's a lovely start and right to left. As I said, she's got a great rhythm here, and this one looks no different. There's going to be some pretty good bowling if you ask me. It's just going to pull up, and as we have a look there, they might do a measure. I don't know if it's required. No, everyone's pretty happy there. We're going to take 4. So excellent fourth end from Smeaton from the Outram Bowling Club. Takes all 4 points on offer, and that puts her back in the lead, 5 points to 3. And we're underway. The jack has been rolled on down by Smeaton, and she will get us underway for the start of the 5th end. Something I do find with the the bowling, and it's so crucial that you see the good players and the good pairs and the fours for them to go on and win the match. They need to start winning back-to-back ends, and this is something that a lot of the bowlers do struggle with. So now, after Smeaton taking 4 in the 4th end, she'll really want to back that up with another strong showing in the 5th end. As she gets us underway, backhand side, left to right, slowly coming around. That's a positive start for Smeaton. She'll be happy with that. Now O'Gorman. I guess the reverse of what I was just saying, it's important for those players who do lose an end just to really get back into it and not let it affect their confidence. Because if you lose a couple of ends in a row, it can be disastrous. But O'Gorman, as I said, 20 years experience, she won't panic, and she gets us her first bowl underway. Does trickle by, so a lot of bowls have been ending up in the ditch or just short of the ditch. So that'll be something the players will be looking to rectify here. 5 ends in, it's alright though, no need to panic. As we get underway, Smeaton from the Outram Bowling Club picked up all 4 points on offer in the last end, and again she's looking dangerous with a good start to the 5th end. So currently holding 2 after 3 bowls, but there's still another 5 bowls to come, so I expect that to change, especially when you got someone like O'Gorman. And she gets her second bowl down. It's a backhand side. There's plenty of speed on this one again. She'll be looking for contact, and unfortunately no contact is made, and that squeezes on through, and that's deep in the right pocket there. It's Smeaton now, who I mentioned earlier, 14 years experience bowling. She absolutely loves bowling. She enjoys her singles. This is her 2nd year at the Outram Bowling Club. Again going with the backhand side. She's placed that nicely, so she's got one just to the left, right in the centre, and one to the right. So she's getting herself in a pretty promising position there. As O'Gorman comes in, her second last bowl of the 5th end. She'll be looking to apply some pressure here. And it's starting to break now, and that's a lovely bowl. Just want to get up. And that it does. So that's a good bowl, so she'll be happy with that. They might ask just for a check. Just asking who's holding at the moment. We're just going to have a quick look. So with that bowl, it brings Gorman back into the money there. She's 1 up, holding 1. With the last bowl for Sue Smeaton from Outram. So big bowl here. She'll need to put some pressure on to ensure that O'Gorman's bowling for something in this last bowl. And she started out left, slowly starting to break, which is nice, but it might not come enough, and I don't think it has. It's just trickled on by left hand side. So currently as we speak, O'Gorman from Forbury Park holding 1, and she's got 1 last bowl to go. So we'll just watch her in here. She probably won't want to cause too much distress to the other bowls around her, so she's just watching closely, starting on the left hand side, keeping out of danger, and it looks like it will be enough to keep out of danger. Yes, it will. So that'll just end up there. I'm thinking holding 1. They might go for a measure for 2 for that last bowl from O'Gorman, but it should be alright. I would imagine the players get down there, have a quick look. So they're happy with that one. And just confirmed 1 point there, so good comeback by O'Gorman there. And as we start the 6th end, it's Sue Smeaton from Outram 5 leading Jill O'Gorman from Forbury 4. But it's O'Gorman who will get us underway. Start at the 6th end as the jack comes on down. Plays quite deep in the green, the jack, so plenty of speed required, as we've seen so far today. That won't be an issue for these 2 players. O'Gorman to get us underway. Now I'll go into the forehand side. Interestingly enough, they've used the forehand side 100% of the time. Coming up the hill here at Forbury Park up towards the beach, and lovely start, beautiful bowl there by O'Gorman. Whilst on the other end going towards the city end of the ground, it's been at the backhand, it's been the favoured shot. It's Smeaton now, her first bowl of the 6 end. She picked up all 4 points last time she was down that end of the green, and that's a promising start early on, but I think O'Gorman's still holding one at this stage. And so Gorman, who now comes in, right hand side, she'll be looking for a forehand. Plenty of speed as that trickles past my commentary box here. And then we're getting in on, it's starting to break now, starting to break, heavy break, looking for contact, it makes it, so that's unfortunate for O'Gorman. But that'll give Smeaton a point, or holding one at this stage. 3 bowls left for Smeaton to come, 2 for O'Gorman. 5 points to 4, Smeaton holds the lead. So she comes in, forehand side. We start to watch that break. Yep, that's another lovely bowl by Smeaton, and that lodges itself up against her earlier bowl. As O'Gorman now comes in. She's broken the trend and she's gone the backhand side. She's having a look there. She's got the angle that she wanted. Makes contact. A little bit unfortunate for her again, so I'm thinking at this stage Smeaton's still holding 2. As we watch this now, forehand side again from Smeaton. Starting to break this again, looking like a very promising bowl. I'm liking this one a lot. Makes a little bit of contact, slows it up. This is excellent bowling by Smeaton. Plenty of class there. She did note earlier she does enjoy playing singles, so something that she backs herself in. Had a tight loss last week. After 20 ends, it was 24 all. So we went to the 21st end all. We've got one going the other way here. So that's come out the back of the hand by the looks of it, and that won't be in use, so it's alright. We do allow these players to make mistakes from time to time. We understand they are not perfect. It's always good just to have a laugh about that one and move on as Smeaton throws down her 4th, and she'll be looking for another 4-pointer here, and looking good. She wants it to keep moving, and rightly so. I think it's just, it does. It keeps going, and she might be in 4 points here again. We'll just see, they're all having a look. It's pretty good bowling from Smeaton there. Really just finding that backhand of the forehand side. A lot of success. Have a look. So they're happy with those 2. So there's 2 points. We're going to get the measuring stick out though for the other 2. There's a couple of bowls that are quite close. It might actually work in Forbury Park's favour here. I think she might be okay. Currently holding 2. Just measuring there, so we measure Forbury Park's first, and as we have a look, it's going to be interesting. It's tight. And it's 4 points to Sue Smeaton from Outram, so that's another big end. That's back-to-back 4-pointers for her at that end, going towards the beach here out here at Forbury Park Bowling Club, and she moves on to take a 9-4 lead. So now it's we're underway here in the 7th end. Sue Smeaton from Outram leading 9 points to 4 over Jill O'Gorman of the Forbury Park Bowling Club. They've all had one bowl each here at the 7th end, and both bowlers have found themselves rather close to the jack. I think it's O'Gorman from Forbury Park who are currently holding one as the backhand comes out for Smeaton, and that's now starting to break nicely. Another excellent bowl there, and this one just squeezes on by. It's just got a fraction past, so still got a pretty good position, but it's O'Gorman still holding one. Early stages of the 7th. And now it's O'Gorman who goes again for that backhand side. Another lovely bowl early on, so just watching this space to see what happens here. And it's just trickled on by, a bit of extra speed on that. There's Smeaton now, comes in. Backhand side again. And another pretty good bowl there, going to find itself. She's sort of got those bowls relatively close, but it's O'Gorman with that early bowl off the 7th end that's still holding the point. Just wants O'Gorman just asked for an update on the situation, just to confirm that she is still holding one. And that one's out to the left. They're going to be asking that to break a little bit, and I'm not sure if it will come round enough, but then again, look at that, it's starting to break, but a bit of extra speed, and it's going to find itself just short of the ditch. Probably won't play a further part in this end, but so now it's Smeaton from Outram with the final bowl of the 7th end. She leads 9 points to 4 and currently down 1 in this end, so she'll be looking to work her magic. She's on the forehand side, and she doesn't sound like she's over the moon with this early bowl, and it's breaking heavily. And as I watch it here from my angle, that is going to roll on by on the left-hand side. And it'll be a point to O'Gorman. My apologies, she's got one bowl left, so let's see if she can get any closer and squeeze the second point in here. She started that one out to the left-hand side. She doesn't look like she likes this one a lot, and it's starting to break with a bit of extra speed. Looking for contact. It's going to miss everything and head on into the ditch itself at the far end. So no stress there though. It's 5 points.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillians know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillians will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillians, proudly supporting Dunedin Bowls.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillians know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillians will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillian's, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
To 11, and she's currently holding one. That was a fantastic bowl there, so pressure is well and truly on. Gorman looking for 3 straight end wins. What we'll see if this one's going to break too much for Smeaton, unfortunately, and it does make contact, but not the contact she was looking for. So currently holding one, and there's a real opportunity for her to pick up a couple more points here. Her final bowl of the 11th end. As we start, everyone's starting to come around. Weight's going to be a real concern here. It's going to need to break and lose some momentum, which it's slowly doing. That's alright, but that's probably just got a little touch too far. Just confirming Smeaton confirms, yep, 1 down for her. Shot bowl about 20 centimetres short of the jack. So there's room. There's an opportunity here for Smeaton to pick up a point. Left hand side, back end. It's probably a touch too straight early on. It's gonna. They're watching. She wants it to slow down, and rightly so. It's probably not going to. Unfortunately, that one's just a little bit too much on it for her, and it's O'Gorman who wins her 3rd end in a row. She's on a 5-0 streak here, and she's right back in the game now. Down 10 points, 11 after 11 ends. Gorman gets us underway, 12th end. Left hand side, probably a metre short, metre to the left of the jack. Really, she won't be too upset with that early bowl, but Smeaton's been fantastic up towards the beach end, so she'll be looking to capitalise and stop this 3-end losing streak, and she starts us off with a lovely bowl. Finds herself about 20 centimetres to the right of the jack. So both bowlers bowling well first up, and as I said earlier on, this one's probably going to go down to the wire, and the score is 10-11 after 11 ends. There's probably no surprise how close it is, and expect it to be around a similar scoreline, maybe 22-21 come the 21st end. There's O'Gorman, forehand side, just throws one down with a little bit of extra weight. And lovely bowl, forehand side by Smeaton. She's a class bowler. It's O'Gorman. Right to left. breaking nicely. This is a fantastic bowl. This one's going to be the pick of the bowl so far. No! Somehow just goes through without hitting anything. And she might be holding one there, O'Gorman, but at the same time she might be down 2. That's just unlucky. This could be a big turning point in the game because O'Gorman's got all the momentum at the moment. It's Smeaton backhand side. Haven't seen this from her today. And starting to break a bit early, so she won't be too pleased with that. Gorman asked for the situation. O'Gorman, that is, from the Forbury Park Bowling Club. It's a tough decision for him. He's having a look. Yeah, and he does confirm that it's a really good measure. There's a couple of bowls going on there, so couldn't tell if up or down. Starting to break now, forehand side. Good bowl, looking for contact. Hit. It's got a hit. That could have just bumped that one slightly closer. This is actually going to be a fantastic measure. I don't know if that's the one in question or if it's the one behind the jack at the moment for Smeaton's bowl. That's the close one, but there's 3 very close ones. This will be a big call for the 12th end. It's backhand side again from Smeaton. Distance probably an issue. Starting to break as well, so that will come short. And looking forward to this measure here actually. You'll discard half the bowls, just over half, but there's definitely 3 bowls there that need to be measured. And having a look. You can look all you like. I think get your measuring stick out here. So we'll start measuring O'Gorman's bowl. Having a look now at Smeaton's bowl. It's 2 Forbury. And it's O'Gorman who picks up a point. So that is 4 ends in a row for her. And she's stormed right back into this match. And after 11 ends, after 12 ends, it's 11 points all. So, third bowl in here, the 13th end. And it's O'Gorman who, after 8 ends trailed 5 points to 11, has now won 4 ends straight, 3 love, 1 love, 1 love, 1 love, and has tied the game up at 11 points all. So at one stage I really did think Smeaton, who was bowling superb, got 2 ends 4-0, 4-0. I thought she was really going to stamp her mark, but she just lost her rhythm a little bit, and again, that one's just finds its way into the ditch, and it's O'Gorman who looks playing with great composure here. Backhand side, it's been the dominant choice of bowl as we head towards the city end. And that is why, because that is fantastic. It's breaking nicely, pretty good weight, and just wants to double check where we're sitting there, so just probably 30 centimetres to the left and just short of the jack, so definitely options still there for Smeaton, who sticks with the backhand side. Good early bowl. So ask one for this one to start breaking again as well, which it is. Just didn't break as much as O'Gorman's previous bowl, so it's a bit unfortunate for Smeaton there. There's O'Gorman now from the Forbury Park Bowling Club. Over 20 years experience, and it shows when you're down 5 points to 11. She did not panic, and backhand side again, bit of extra speed, starting to break. It's going to have to contact. No, squeezes on by. So I'm thinking that was her fourth bowl, so I think she's holding one, just to get a double check on the situation. Have a look. It is close by the looks of it, but I think holding one. So definitely one. Maybe a measure for the second at this stage, but Smeaton, she won't want that measure. She'll want to get in there and make her mark. And now she's on the forehand side on this, which it's too fast. Yeah, look at that speed. That is just rolling. That's just hasn't broke at all, so it hasn't lost any momentum. And it's unfortunate for her that one just ends up at the back end of the bowling green. And we will do a measure, but I think it's going to be O'Gorman who will be winning her fifth end in a row, and now will lead 12 points to 11. They're going to measure again though. Better to be safe than sorry. And confirm just the 1 point there, so O'Gorman now leads 12 points to 11. O'Gorman gets us underway, throwing down the jack. So O'Gorman, first bowl of the 14th end. She's won 5 ends straight to turn a 5-11 deficit into a 12-11 lead, or a 6-point deficit into a 1-point lead. So fantastic work there. Early bowl just goes on by. Smeaton, just a bit of movement on the bowling green to her right, so she stops in her mark and she gets underway. She's a fantastic bowler, Smeaton, so despite losing 7 points straight, she won't panic too much, and that's a good bowl. It's just going to have to pull up. So currently holding one. A long way to go though in this 14th end. As O'Gorman gets us underway. Second bowl in contact with. The jack is made, and that's a fantastic bowl. So pressure is well and truly on Smeaton now. How will she respond? Unfortunately for Smeaton, that travels into the ditch. It's all O'Gorman at the moment, forehand side. Just short, but promising position. She's just protecting herself here. Backhand's probably the option here. I don't know if she'll go for it. She is shaping for the backhand. She has a look. No, she's going to stick with the forehand side here. It's going to be tough to get in. It's asking a lot here. Good roll on it as we start to break. And not going to break enough though. Comes round. It's in a good position, but unfortunately still for Smeaton, she's still down one at this end. Potentially two. I'm thinking probably just the one though. Final bowl for O'Gorman. And that's another lovely bowl through the gap. Oh, this is fantastic bowling. That's holding 3 at this stage. This is a big end for O'Gorman. That's fantastic bowling. The backhand needs to come into play here. I just don't know if she will, but she needs to get close to that jack, and I think the backhand's the only way to do it. And she is shaping for the backhand. And she starts it out left-hand side. Good roll on it. Hasn't been used this side of the green much. So it might slow down a little bit. It's got to keep going. And it is just going to pull up slowly. It's a bit fresher on this side, not as dry. And it's going to be three more points for O'Gorman. So that is quite the run we are seeing here. She has won ends number 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14 to win 6 ends straight, O'Gorman. She was down 5 points to 11. She now leads 15 points to 11. She is on a 10-0 streak. And it's O'Gorman who gets us underway. Turning point, the jack just went a bit too far there, so it's now an opportunity for Smeaton, but I think she's done the same thing and just rolled it too far, so having trouble getting underway here in the 15th end. Placed in the middle, and it's O'Gorman who will get us underway. Back to the backhand she goes. Left to right. Good speed on this, good roll, and starting to break nicely here. Excellent bowl. She's fantastic, O'Gorman. There's 20 years of experience at Forbury Park, and she's showing all of it in these last 6 ends at least. And there is 7 ends to go. It's well and truly not over. Don't you worry about that. I'm not going to be in a position to ride off Smeaton just yet as she rolls another one down there. It's got to keep going. It's a nice bowl. Just pulled up short. Just want to know how far in front. So both balls just coming up short early on, but in promising positions. And we're going to go forehand here, O'Gorman. Backhand's been thrown off. And now we watch this one starting to break here. That one just didn't really though, is it? It's just how it's line. I don't know what's happened there. Gorman a bit surprised by that. Just confirming situation. Smeaton from Outram, 1 down at the moment. Backhand side, good roll on this. Gonna look for a bit of break, which is starting to break now. Could be promising if we get a bit of luck here. Oh, there it is. That's the luck she's been looking for. That is absolutely outstanding. Squeezes it through a gap that was probably non-existent and has lodged herself rather close to the jack. So Smeaton needed that, and she showed a bit of emotion there when that one got through, because she hasn't had a lot of luck at these last 6 ends. But now we've got O'Gorman backhand side, forehand side. This one's broken heavily. The first one didn't break, and this one's pulled a long way to the left. So Smeaton just double checking, and it is confirmed that Smeaton's holding one. She goes backhand side again. She's going to look for that gap again, I would imagine. And now we're concerned it's just pull short, otherwise it could be in trouble. It makes contact with O'Gorman's ball, pushes it slightly closer. They're just going to double check. Has that changed the situation? Marker confirms it hasn't, which is promising for Smeaton, so it's now up to O'Gorman to really force the issue here with her final bowl of the 15th end. It starts to break, and this is a nice bowl. It's going to break too heavy though, unfortunately for O'Gorman, and it's going to be Smeaton who will, barring a disaster here, will pick up a point and stop the rut of 6 straight end losses. That's the shot bowl. Smeaton not happy with that, but it won't matter too much because she should be good enough to get a point here. But that's actually not too bad. Distance might be the issue, but it's actually breaking nicely. She's holed up because she's going, wait a minute, this isn't actually as bad as what I thought. But unfortunately it's just pulled up, and it will be a point to Smeaton. A much needed point. And she's back in the game. 15 points to 12 down, so it's Forbury Park still leading.
I get the kitty, it's going to go over there. Could I not outdraw
So underway here in the 16th end. Smeaton's second bolt just comes up short. She sort of shrugs her shoulders, can't work out. Half the bowls are going far too long just with the speed of the green, but then these ones are starting to slow up now, so it's proving difficult. As O'Gorman comes in with her second bolt. 15 points to 12, O'Gorman leads, and that's a good bowl. She's got one, holding one, and that's going to be holding, I think that if that pulls up, I think that's holding two, so starting to get herself in a dominant position in this match as it starts to shape. Backhand side now for Smeaton. She's trying a few different tactics after predominantly going forehand for the majority of this match. This one's going to fall short as well. Good angle. Good line, but unfortunately just fallen short. As we now come in. Forehand side, this one's quite wide and probably won't play a part in this end. Breaks it slightly at the end, but unfortunately not enough. Smeaton summing up her options with her fourth and final bowl of the 16th end. Currently down 2 and is in desperate need to get something close to the jack here. She's gone the backhand side, given a bit of extra speed. Good. Oh, it's just come up short. Oh, just the speed again. It's unlucky. And it's O'Gorman holding 2. Likely to take a 17-12 lead, potentially 18 if she can get this one close. Does she want it closer? That's the question. How much risk does she want? Because she is sitting pretty in this game at the moment as we near the completion of the 16th end. Starting to break. Oh, this is a good bowl. This is a really good bowl. It makes contact, but it's good enough. And that'll be 3 points, 3 vital points. Confirmation there, 3 points. Leads 18-12. This is quite an extraordinary run that Jill O'Gorman's gone on here. She has won 13 out of a possible 14.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillians know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillians will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillians, proudly supporting Dunedin Bowls.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillians know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillians will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillians, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
That Jill O'Gorman's gone on here. She has won 13 out of a possible 14 points here. Or 13 out of the last 14 points, so she was down 5 points to 11 after 18s. But now after 16 ends, she's turned that around to lead 18 points to 12. That is fantastic bowling as we get ourselves underway. Quite deep in though. A bit premature there. We'll go back. Jack's going to get a second chance at rolling down. It's going to be Smeaton, who rolls it down for us.
Right, you got another one? That stays surprisingly straight.
And that'll be in play. Yep. The marker just brings it back a little touch, and O'Gorman will get us underway. Start of the 17th end. 18 points to 12. Still 5 ends to go, and I just really got this funny feeling that Smeaton, despite being through a bit of a tough patch here, is about to forge a comeback. So watch this space as O'Gorman gets us underway. Backhand side, left to right, bit of extra speed, and that will travel all the way. It's going to pull up just short of the ditch, and it's now Smeaton with her first bowl of the 17th end. Backhand side, she's been pretty successful with the backhand. Good speed, starts to break and will lose a bit of speed, and it needs to get on, keep breaking. It's a good early bowl, it's not bad. She's currently holding one there, but a bit of frustration creeping in there. She's having opportunities, a bit of wind. The wind might be doing a bit there as well, so plenty of factors to consider when you toss down the bowl. Good roll on this one from O'Gorman. Backhand side again, left to right. I'm liking it. Speed-wise, pretty good. It's going to have to hit, stop. Oh, it's just gone on by, but she got it a fraction closer. Now it's O'Gorman holding one. Smeaton backhand side again. Good out of the hand, really nice out of the hand. Good line here, really nice line here. No, needs to break. Distance not an issue at this stage. I think it'll be alright. Start to break and hold. Wants it to hold. This is beautiful. This is a great opportunity here. Oh, unlucky just to miss contact with the ball. And she sort of can't believe it that it has missed the jack. But she's in a promising position. So, third bowl here of the 17th end by O'Gorman. And it's starting to break a bit of speed on this one. This is probably going to find itself in the ditch. It's breaking. Too little, too late, and the ditch it goes. So, real opportunity here for Smeaton to apply some extra pressure, get too close. Out of the hand, quite nice. Good line again. And we're looking for that break, left to right here. It's slowing down early on, but this one should pick it up and bring it across. It's got to keep going though. And interestingly enough, this one pulls up short, so it's finding it hard to pick here. A couple are cruising on by the jack and a couple can't even make it there. O'Gorman's fourth and final. She's gone the forehand now. She's going to come in from this angle. Starts it out to the right. Wants it to start breaking around. I think it's going to come. It's going to, yeah, here it comes now. Not going to go do enough though. It's just held its line here. Which is quite interesting. Breaks a little bit at the end, but too little too late. Holding one for Sue, and this is a crucial. I think she needs to be aggressive here and go for it. She's got an opportunity at the front of the kitty, front of the jack here. There's plenty of room. And she needs to pick up a couple of points here to get herself back in this match. Go on the backhand side. This is a real opportunity here. She wants it to slow on down. I think it's going to be a perfect bowl though. It's got to slow though. It does have to slow. Hit. Contact. Oh, that's unfortunate for Smeaton. She had a chance, but she'll take the one. So 18-13. 4 ends to go. So underway here on the 18th end. Smeaton gets us underway. Just comes up short, but in a not a bad position. So Gorman now. Down on the forehand side. That's going to come up short as well, unfortunately. So Green's starting to slow up a bit after playing with a bit of speed early on. And now Smeaton second bowl, forehand side again. Bit of extra speed on it. Starting to break nicely. Good bowl here. Get up there now. Kick. Yeah, lovely. Smeaton just shrugs the arm going, how is that not rolled on a little further? But don't stress there, Sue. It's all right. I'm feeling this comeback's on here, and I'm getting quite excited. Nervous for O'Gorman, though, because she's bowled fantastic these last 10 ends. She deserves to win at this stage, but can she hold her nerve with the final 4 ends? As this one starts right-hand side, probably not going to break enough either. Speed-wise, slowing up. And yeah, it does just slow up there, so Smeaton through. So, backhand side here from Smeaton. She's mixing it up, and it's an opportunity here. If this gets the right speed on it, this is going to be an absolute cracker bowl. And it's got to keep going. Just up the hill here, and it just slows down. But it's all right there. It's all right. Smeaton, she's a bit upset that it hasn't gone a bit further, but she's holding 2 here. She's a real opportunity to pick up a few points here. And with 3 ends to go, she could be well and truly right back in this match. But it's O'Gorman now trying to make sure that that doesn't happen. Sticking with that forehand side, that has worked for her quite well today. If she gets this through the gap, this is dangerous here. This is going to be the bowl of the century here. Yeah, ideal. Great bowl under all sorts of pressure. She just squeezes one through. And now the pressure is well and truly on Smeaton. Got a break now. Speed's going to be an issue. It's probably not going to get the speed to get through the gap. It's going to get through the gap. No. It's just unfortunate there. She just hasn't had a lot of luck today. And it's at this stage it's going to be Jill O'Gorman from Forbury Park Bowling Club who's holding 1 and who is likely to take a 19-13 lead with 3 to go. And it comes in forehand side. Heavy on the right. It's probably not going to break enough. And it doesn't. Oh, it's coming quite late. It's broken quite a lot late. Holy heck. Don't think that'll be enough. I think it'll just be the 1. Beautiful day down here in Dunedin. It's the cloud. It had a bit of cloud early on, but the cloud's broken up and the blue sky's out, the sun's out. And it's pleasant conditions for bowling. We're looking at 2 here. This is game changer. I thought 1, but there might be 2. And this could go close to winning the match for O'Gorman. It'll make it difficult at least. Got the measuring tape out. Oh yes, this is going to be 2, I think. 2. They confirmed. And that it is. So Gorman, her 3rd and 4th bowl of the 18th end, fantastic. Picks up 2 points. So underway here. Jack's just gone quite deep in, so we'll bring it back to the mark. And so Gorman to start us off in the 19th end. She leads 20 points to 13. You would think she's going to go on to win this. You would think. But stranger things have happened here. And Smeaton, who won 4-0 and 4-0 in the 4th and 6th end respectively, will back herself to do it again and take an unlikely victory away from O'Gorman. But it's a great start by O'Gorman, who just gets one close down there. They've used the backhand side predominantly here. O'Gorman's gone there 81% of the time on this end, heading towards the city. Whereas Smeaton, who used it perfectly, that's a fantastic bowl, has used it 85% of the time. So they have favoured the backhand side. There's been a couple of forehands out there, but predominantly we have seen the backhand in play. And it's backhand again for O'Gorman, starting out left and starting to break heavily here, and that's another great bowl. Great, yeah, that's fantastic. Great work. She's class, this lady. Now, it's Smeaton from the Outram Bowling Club. Bit of extra speed on this, looking for contact. Hit. Oh, gets it through a gap. This is what I'm talking about. She's just had no luck at all. She shakes her head. She's made contact with the bowls when she hasn't wanted to make contact, and when she needs contact, it's somehow got through a gap that, as I said, I didn't think existed. So it's unfortunate there. As O'Gorman comes in with her third bowl, holding one here. Starting to break now. This break's real heavy here. This left to right break's been quite dramatic for the city end of the club, where you don't, when you see the forehand when it has been used, few and far between, it hasn't really given you much break. It's really held its line quite nicely. As we go backhand side again. Got to break. Good speed on this. It's going to break though, and it's probably going to lose a bit of speed. Got to keep breaking. Unfortunate for Smeaton. So, update on the situation. Gorman asked for, and just the holding one, 21-13. If it stays this way, we've got one bowl each left in the 19th end. And O'Gorman backhand side for the 4th time of this end. And for the 36th time of that bowling. Her bowling down this way, she's going to the backhand side, and that one's squeezed on by the left hand side. Will play no further part in this match. So it's Sue Smeaton now from Outram, down 20 points to 13 after leading 11 points to 5 early on. Who is in desperate need of contact. She can pick up a couple of points here with contact, and it's just breaking too much. Hit. Oh, that is unlucky. Again, unlucky. I've said it a few times this meeting, and that it is. Forbury. And it's another point to Forbury. They now lead 21 points to 13, and with 2 ends to go, I think it could be all over. And the jack just gets rolled back down. So do it again. But double checking the scoring. It did have 22, but it is 21 points to 13. So just a bit of confusion just to start us off here in the 20th end. 2 ends to go, 21-13, and well, the equation's pretty simple now for Smeaton. She needs to win back-to-back ends 4-love, and that will give her a 21-all draw. It's unfortunate reading. She's picked up 2 points in the last 12 ends. The last 11 ends, sorry, 2 points. Compared to O'Gorman, who's picked up 16. So it's a good start by O'Gorman. She knows this club, Forbury Park Bowling Green, pretty well. But don't write off Smeaton just yet. I won't write her off until it's all but confirmed, and for me it's not. As this one comes in just to the right. Again, just going to pull up just short. It's been a tough innings here. Here's O'Gorman, lines up her second bolt. And breaking right to left, really nice here. Bit of extra speed on it. But in a good position. Nonetheless, as backhand side now for Smeaton. That just comes up short. It's a bit unfortunate for her. She'll be looking forward to getting inside to the bar. No doubt. There's O'Gorman now, forehand side. She's been lethal with the forehand, and this one just trickles on by, but as I said, the damage has probably already been done. O'Gorman's bowled fantastically today. A slow start, but she remained composed and was able to apply enough pressure and get herself in a position to really capitalise. The third bowl comes short by Smeaton, went for the backhand again, and I think the backhand was the right option as O'Gorman rolls on in, forehand side again. Nice speed as it trickles past me here in the commentary box here at Forbury Park. Beautiful place here actually, Forbury Park. I'll definitely be coming back here, it's fantastic. Makes contact with the ball. And I think we're just having a look here, are we? Or is Smeaton called the game? No, just having a look at her options, where she can go. And she heads on down. She knows what she's got to do. I think she might go forehand side here. There is a gap there if she wants to take it. And she's on the backhand side. Sticking with it. Starting to break, bit of extra speed might help her out, but gets round the initial tricky bowl there. Then it just does pull up so quickly here. And she just mentioned it, just struggling with the speed of the green. Looks like another 2 points. Yeah, 2 points I'm thinking. 1 and 2. So looking around, so taking 2. $23 points to 13 now. Alright, so 21st and final leg. And it's O'Gorman who gets us underway. Nice bowl back inside, starting to break a little bit. Now Smeaton mixing it up, going for the forehand here. Good speed on this actually. It just doesn't want to break, and it just does not break on that forehand side of the screen. And that's no different. It's just held its line and lodged it's lodged itself out on the right hand side. Now back to the trusty backhand for O'Gorman. Gets on round her earlier bowl and finds itself in a good position. So 2 bowls down, 2 bowls to go for O'Gorman, who we can now confirm has won the match. It's 23 points to 13, and this is the final end. A maximum 4 points is available. Well, 3 points now because one of the bowls have been picked up for Smeaton, which will obviously bring her just short. But if I can just say, both bowlers have bowled fantastically today, and despite O'Gorman now with a handy 23 points to 13 lead, it has been a very close match. Smeaton's bowled fantastic. O'Gorman has been fantastic. O'Gorman's main strike power, I guess, was through the middle of the game, and that's when the big difference was, man. That's when this match was blown right apart. And I've said it a couple of times, after 8 ends, it was Smeaton who led O'Gorman 11 points to 5, but then as we watched 6 ends straight, 6 ends in a row, O'Gorman would win, and that would turn the game on its head for her to then lead at 15 points to 11. In the 15th end, Smeaton broke that duck and got it back to 15 points to 12, but then again, unfortunately, it's been all pretty much one-way traffic, and in the last sort of 5 or 6 ends, it's been O'Gorman picking up the points, and she's squeezed on out to a 23-13 lead, and it'll be a nice victory. She'll be happy with that, but Smeaton definitely can take a lot of positives out of this game, and it's great to see she's actually got run right beside the jack as we speak, so she is holding one, and it shows, I guess, the great attitude of Smeaton. She just hasn't given up today. It might not have all gone her way, but that's the way it goes sometimes, and you know, we all love to win most of the time, but sometimes it's not possible, and it's a great effort from Smeaton just to keep on going though, and she's bowled a lovely bowl down there. And it's really nice, so should take 2 there. 2, 3. How many ends are we doing? How many ends? Oh, 25 shot. Alright. My apologies, I've just been updated. We're not doing the 21 ends as we have done previously with the pairs. It is 1st to 25, so O'Gorman, who leads 23 points to 16, that was a 3-point end for Smeaton, looks to be in a very comfortable position, but it is not over just yet. We are 1st to 25, and there's still plenty of time left for Smeaton to get right back in this match. Good early bowl by Smeaton. O'Gorman now, her turn. And that's a good bowl herself. It's just a bit of speed there though. That forehand side of the green is quite fast, but the backhand, it really does struggle to get up there. So you've got to give it that extra bit of weight when you go to the backhand. But that won't affect Smeaton, who's opting for the forehand here. And not a bad bowl. Unfortunate again to make contact. Should have ideally liked no contact there, but come on in here. Good bowl, makes contact though. And that pushes Smeaton's ball into a good position. And backhand side just falls in short there. So opportunity for Gorman here. O'Gorman here. Who now looks to go forehand side. Speed-wise, got to get through a gap here and hasn't. Oh! She's made contact with one of her balls, which has pushed it slightly closer. I think she's probably holding one here. We can do a measurement. The marker's having a quick look. So one down at this current stage. One bowl to go for. So backhand side, she's got to give it a bit of extra weight here, and I don't know if she has managed to do so. Just coming up short. Get. Unfortunately for her, it's just come up short. O'Gorman just asking for a wee measurement. Who's in front and how much room does she have to play with? So forehand side. If she gets this one close, she will win the match. And we're getting there. It's coming around. This could be enough to win it. Looks like it will be. Fantastic bowling. And handshake goes out. And that will be the game, I think. Jill O'Gorman has done enough to win it. It might be worth a measure, though. So it could be a handshake too early. Oh, they are calling it. Handshakes are there. And yep, that is it. So big congratulations. Jill O'Gorman of the Forbury Park Bowling Club has bowled fantastically today, and it's taken her 22 ends to get the job done. She has gone on to win 25 points to 16.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillians know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillians will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillians, proudly supporting Dunedin Bowls.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillians know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillians will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillian's, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
So we're about to get underway here for Gillian's Jaw to the Head. We have Jill O'Gorman from the Forbury Park Bowling Club. She's going to get us underway first. It's a tough old bowl. We've got to get, as you've seen it obviously previously before in the weeks gone past, it's a wee trick shot here. You've got to get it through the slightest of gaps and try to get it as close to the jack as possible. So it's a difficult old bowl as we watch this one come in. Gonna have to break, and that one's gonna travel well past. It's a bit unfortunate. That might end up in the ditch, and I probably could measure that. So just bear with me for 2 seconds. We'll actually get so you get underway. So we would normally stop and measure that, but I don't think that will be an issue at this stage. So it's Meaton from Outram Bowling Club. It's her turn now. It's a difficult shot, as proven by O'Gorman. Not too much weight is required. This one's got a fair bit of speed on it as well. Well, that's going to go on by, and that might outdo O'Gorman's and actually lodge itself in the ditch. So I don't think we're going to measure either of these. We could, but it's a good 10 metres away.